25.
Be streaming some Madden today. I'm about to beat
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key
first
words
play.
early on. So they have to decide.
If you don't believe me, this is online. Look at the top right of the screen.
And try and get back in this game.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Daniels. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Hey, alert 33.
Now Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Mayfield to throw it. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's second and 10. They go play action. Mayfield.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Mayfield down. Looking inside, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there.
This kid, like, actually starting to...
Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Mayfield off the play fake.
Give me that. Yes, sir. Free buddy.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So what a start. It's not often you even get 3 possessions in a first quarter, but he now has 3 touchdown passes. McLaughlin for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Powering his way forward. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready.
They go play action. Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big... What will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ready.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Got it. Ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Ready.
Robinson up the middle. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stops at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it with a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go. Shot.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. He'll buy some time right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Mayfield on play action. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off.
Brother, that's defense PI. What do you want? But watch this. They have no safety back deep.
16 yards to go. Play fake.
Oh my freaking God! This dude's horrible.
Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now, things may have changed for them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
To the air goes Daniels, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action, now it's Daniels. Rolling to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Go! Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Mayfield. That is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Buccaneers take a 3-touchdown lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw is Daniels. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Come on, come on.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. Touchdown! Cade Otton from 6 yards away. And the Bucs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the...
Kid, breathe in. I'm not gonna quit. I have all day. You're not gonna, you know you're about to get.
Going for it and not making
Thank
it on fourth
God.
down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Commanders Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Here's Daniels. And complete to Zach Ertz. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Daniels looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bucs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Liking 18. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Some extra bulk on that line for 3rd and inches.
Ready.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went ahead and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Getting to him for the loss there, that's Kalijah Cansey.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Let him score. Let him score.
Almost
He's not going to.
unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Robinson, he'll try the left side.
Nope.
Strong running there as
That's
he's
not.
inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders.
He can have it. He can have it. He can have it. He's
8
there.
yards out. And the Commanders get a bit closer. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series to establish some confidence in him to run this offense.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. CD, this is the ideal situation. The fourth quarter, you come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense.
We're just going to let the clock run out.
They've been powerful. They've been dangerous. That's exactly right. They can end this one
Boy,
on their own
I'm
terms.
boys. Boom, feel like I'm on mom. Let the time run out, guys.
So it's a win for the Bucs here, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, CD, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, he really carved up this defense. They were left looking at each other a number of times and just shrugging their shoulders. He had 4 touchdown passes and even had another on the ground for good measure. Really just played a whale of a ball game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.
Do what I should.